Throws it up. Brooks, the jumper. No good. You can feel the madness. And it's over. St. Peter's has done the unthinkable. Ivy for the tie. Off the rim. And it's over. This miracle run continues for St. Peter's.
Who the is St. Peter's? St. Peter's College was founded in 1872 in Jersey City, New Jersey, a private Jesuit school focused on liberal arts for men. The college was forced to temporarily shut down due to World War I. After opening the doors again, St. Peter's wanted a new beginning, so Reverend Robert Gannon gave them their new nickname. That nickname? The Peacock. Something that signified resurrection and regrowth. The mascot represents something that the whole school's gone through. That's why it's stuck and lived on for generations. Throughout the 1900s, SPC would live up to their new nickname, picking up the fallen pieces left from the war, while developing great diversity. In current day, St. Peter's stands as one of 27 Jesuit schools in America. 1995, UMass St. Peter's. Just the second time St. Peter's has made it in program history. The winner of the matchup would face off against Pac-10 sweethearts, the Stanford Cardinal. St. Peter's was led by two star players, forward Luisa Rosa and guard Randy Holmes, each averaging 15 a night. The Peacocks' head coach was Ted Fiore. 3 of Fiore's 9 seasons at St. Peter's resulted in an MAAC Coach of the Year award. On the UMass side, John Calipari, aka Coach Cal, a potential National Coach of the Year award winner. Coach Cal led the Minutemen to a 29-5 season, good enough for the 2 seed in the East region. The Minutemen were also led by 2 big stars, shot blocker Marcus Camby and scorer/rebounder Lou Rowe. Within the first 5 minutes, Massachusetts got a glimpse of what they were dealing with. The severe underdogs didn't care who they played. They will counter every single one of your punches, and sometimes hit you even harder. 5'10" guard Mike Frensley was a symbol of how St. Peter's basketball should be played. UMass would come back to tie it up and eventually take a narrow lead. Arosa and Camby continuously traded punches throughout the half, but the Minutemen still held a 33-27 lead heading into the second half. And just when you thought St. Peter's was done, they caught fire. 5 of 5 from the field coming out of the gate. St. Peter's' incredible shooting display helped them play back into it and tie the game. However, turnovers and simple mistakes would be the downfall for the Peacocks. The turnover differential heavily favored the Minutemen, with St. Peter's having over 10 more. The dominance of Camby and Rowe proved to be too much for the Peacocks, and they were held off. The Minutemen prevail, defeating the Peacocks 68-51.
As we prepare to welcome a new member to our Peacock community, today we are adding a new chapter to our history. Shaheen Holloway is the perfect fit to take our men's basketball program to the next level.
We were committed to bringing in talented, hungry, and passionate coaches to help lead our student athletes and take our department to new heights. Coach Holloway brings a passion for impacting student athletes and helping them become successful on and off the court. His time to lead a program. I couldn't be happier that right opportunity is right here in Jersey City with St. Peter's men's basketball. It is my absolute privilege to welcome and introduce our new head men's basketball coach, Shaheen Holloway.
Wow, how about this? This is an unbelievable day. This is really not about me. This is about these student athletes right here. Sometimes in life you gotta really believe in yourself. And that's what I did. I believed in myself. I chose myself. For the first time in my life I was being selfish, and I wanted to take this opportunity to become a head coach. He said, you know, when you're ready, you're gonna know you're ready. And I'm ready. I hope to bring a lot of enthusiastic, I hope to bring a lot of passion, determination, hard work. With me, there's only 2 things I care about. I care about doing things the right way and playing hard. If you do things the right way and play hard, take no shortcuts, build a foundation, everything will go well. So that's what I hope to bring.
What many failed to realize was that Holloway was a star player on the court. Holloway was so good, in fact, that he won the '96 McDonald's All-American MVP over Kobe Bryant. He even had his name in the same company as Stephon Marbury. He attended the highly touted and highly ranked St. Patrick High School in Elizabeth, New Jersey, with alumni such as Kyrie Irving. Shaheen was homegrown in Jersey, So he decided that the best option for him was to go and to play at Seton Hall University. While Shaheen performed well in his 4 years at Seton Hall, his 5'10" frame was not enough for NBA scouts. While he did play professionally for 7 seasons, he decided to end his career and pick up a clipboard. Prior to his job at St. Peter's, he served as an assistant at Iona and Seton Hall. Holloway certainly came into a challenging position at St. Peter's. A major rebuild with certainly not a lot of recruiting power, and St. Peter's is rumored to have some of the worst facilities in all of college basketball. From flooded offices, to sharing walls with classrooms, to sharing facilities with unwanted visitors, to unsafe and unsanitary conditions. And with a low budget, St. Peter's had very low interest coming from recruits. But Coach Holloway knew what he was coming into. He knew the obstacles that he had to overcome, and with his playing days, he developed strong leadership skills that would help his team find success. One of Holloway's main focuses was recruiting. You could tell just by his first commitment. Now at the time, that signing didn't seem too flashy. A 6'2" point guard with no stars at a Bergen Catholic. But Shaheen knew the potential that this guy held. Doug Etter perfectly fit the vision that Shaheen wanted with his team. An offensive facilitator who has the skills to put up a double-double a night. At BC, Etter played with incredible vision, knowledge, and passion. Alongside Etter, Holloway brought in guys such as Daryl Banks and the Dream Twins. Not to mention a sophomore Casey Nadefo hungry to break out. The 2019-2020 season was a program-defining year for St. Peter's. An 18-12 record was good enough for second in the MAAC, just one game behind the top dog Siena. When looking at St. Peter's, something that instantly stuck out was Casey Nadefo. Nadefo's breakout year resulted in multiple MAAC awards. The Peacocks had a legitimate chance to make a run at an NCAA berth for the first time since 2011. After winning their first game of the MAAC tournament, tragedy struck. The entire sports world was flipped upside down. A pandemic that would shut down pretty much every sports league globally. It was a tough break for St. Peter's, but a Peacock never quits. The first season following the pandemic for St. Peter's was pretty forgettable. The Peacocks finished in the middle of the pack, finishing 6th in the MAAC with a 14-11 record. Many Peacock fans hoped that year would be a breakout season for them, and a year that they could break through and finally cross the threshold of making the NCAA tournament. Now, the success didn't really become a reality, but several of their guys were developing into their true and greatest forms. The young core of St. Peter's was gaining experience, and with that, they were gaining confidence. Heading into the 2021-2022 season, St. Peter's had high aspirations and hopes of winning the MAAC title. Peacocks started the season on the road against VCU. At one point, VCU had a 17-point lead, but they left the door open and the Peacocks came storming back. While VCU would hold on to narrowly win it, St. Peter's showed their toughness and showed that they aren't afraid of any of them.
Credit to St. Peter's. We knew they were a very good team. Shaheen's a heck of a coach. Play really hard. They play like us. They weren't gonna bow down, and that's one reason why we wanted to play them. We knew it was going to be a really tough opener, and it was.
Following their opening showdown in Richmond, St. Peter's had to face off against 2 Big East opponents, St. John's and Providence. Both games resulting in a loss, however St. Peter's kept it close. This would result in the St. Peter's record dropping to 1-3. Despite their 3-6 start, St. Peter's finally caught their groove, winning 8 of 10 to start conference play. However, following that hot start, St. Peter's dropped 3 of 4, but the Peacocks would finish strong, winning 4 straight games to clinch the 2 seed in the MAAC tournament. Monmouth, St. Peter's, for the MAAC title and a berth to the NCAA tournament. In their 2 regular season meetings, the Peacocks topped the Hawks twice.
Last night against Quinnipiac, and now the double team comes. They spring it on him, fighting hard, and he spits it out for Pappas. Oh, the lob! Pappas, quick trigger from the corner, and he rings it up for 3. Going here for Monmouth. And they're going to get 3 and a foul out of that. Rame had his pass redirected. Etter in the corner on the find from Nadefo. Etter the lob. Nadefo.
arms and elbows.
That's a three for Banks and a foul. Golf. It's Reynolds down the lane, skidding to a stop to Bain. Reynolds for Miller. He scores. What effort defensively, both teams. Miller the closeout and lead the three. Rame now in a scramble. It's entered down the lane. He scores.
But Miller was in the neighborhood, presented a problem.
Reynolds stepped up now, setting it. Here's Banks with four. Enter gonna look for three. Oh, got it by five. Reynolds. And that may do it. Up ahead, Rame. St. Peter's, for the first time in 11 years, is going to the NCAA tournament. Peacocks are going dancing.
Meanwhile, the number 2 seed in the East, the Wildcats of Kentucky out of the SEC, they will go up against St. Peter's. The Peacocks return to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2011 after knocking off Monmouth in the NAAC tournament finals.
Because you have to keep him off the offensive glass when a shot goes up. Wow.
Kick out. Mintz fires.
Defensive rebound.
Wheeler.
Get the emotions against them.
Banks, cold-blooded. Catches up to it. Hard drive. Swatted.
Look at Drame now in the glass.
And the jumper. 10. Murray wants to dance. Hits the jumper. Banks makes his move on Washington. Drive. Oh, rejected. 9 to shoot. Watched by Wheeler. Eder. Kaboom! Tries to power in. Kicks it back. Grady. Oh! Big three. The drive. Push shot. Oh! Rolls in. Washington fires.
Nope.
Overtime.
Towards the basket if you can find it.
Eder, jumper. Yes, sir. Bounce. Nadefo.
Oh, pretty.
Gives it up. Drame. Peters up by 5. 3. Oh. Good. Hits them both. It's the move towards the rim. Sheetway looking to pass it off. Jumper. Grady off the back of the iron. Eder's got it. And he's fouled by Mintz with 7.4. Wheeler gives it up. Brooks, the jumper. No good. You can feel the madness. St. Peter's pulls off the upset. The Peacocks are giant killers. March Madness is here. The 2 seed in the East is out.
This is what you call revival and redemption. Remember the boys of 95? Mike Frensley, Luisa Rosa, and Randy Holmes? The team that couldn't finish the job against Coach Cal's Minutemen? Well, that job's now been dismissed. 2-15, first round East Regional over Coach Cal. A university that's gone through so much, a program that's been put through so much, that's had to go through so much adversity to get to this position, and now one of, if not the toughest university and programs in the U.S. has etched their name in history. But what if I told you that story was only beginning to be written? The next thing standing in the way of St. Peter's was the 2-loss mid-major powerhouse, Murray State.
The winner advances to Philadelphia. We're underway. Floated over to Banks, line up the 3, and he's got it.
It's the hill. Almost took Brown's head off.
Shot clock winding down. Poked away from Nadefo. The dive to the rim.
Will hang around the middle of the floor and rebound.
Hill, jab, jumper, splash. Banks on a kick, jumper lead. He's got it. Numbers on each side. Oh, the 5. Hannibal the fend-off. Extra feed. Corner 3. Got him.
Peters earlier, not right now.
Brown. Kaboom! Effort. Hannibal can fly. Wow. Lee. The drive to the rim. Blocks. Hannibal. Aggressive. Layup. Good and a foul. Swing. Catch. Fire. Hill. Yes, sir! Playing with 4 fouls.
He's thinking about it.
Eddard. Got a 3!
There's the cut.
Eddard the finish. Hill.
Whoa, watch out.
High. And it's over. St. Peter's has done the unthinkable. St. Peter's University is in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. Way by Ivy. Jumper, Rupert, he's got it. Working around the perimeter. Jumper, Thompson, bottom.
Differential when it comes to rebounding.
Eddard. Got a 3.
When they made a shift upstairs.
And the jam. May picked up 2 fouls in the first half. Nadefo, tough spin and finish. Ivy trying to get it started. Beautiful on the outside. Swing it. Corner. Dasher. Chance it for 3. Drummond for the lead. Got it.
There you got the post. Get it to him.
Edie.
There you go.
Too easy.
Here comes Ivy. Nice cut to the basket.
Ivy hits the open man. Williams. What an adjustment in the first round. Drives in, spins, and scores. 10 to shoot. Banks, drive, floater. Gets it to go. Oh, killer crossover. Banks doesn't get the roll. Rebounded by Drummond. They clear with under a minute to play. Drive, dish. They need it. Jumper, Hunter, off the rim, no. Rebound and putback goes for Mason Gillis. 65-61, 12 seconds left. Ivy has to hurry. Jump shot, good, a 3. Eddard at the free throw line. Cinderella wave. 67-64, 4 seconds left.
Don't like the foul, remember.
Ivy for the tie. Off the rim, and it's over. This miracle run continues for St. Peter's. The Peacocks make history. The first 15 seed to the Elite Eight in NCAA tournament lore. 67-64. St. Peter's has done it.
I got a bunch of guys that just play basketball and have fun. That's all we do. What they gonna say now? See you later.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 tournament victories. St. Peter's is the highest seed to ever make the Elite Eight. Led by Shaheen Holloway and stars such as Doug Eddard, St. Peter's went above and beyond expectations. The Peacocks had the deepest tournament run of all New Jersey teams since the '89 Seton Hall team. Despite a heartbreaking ending to their fairy tale ride in the Elite Eight against eventual runner-up UNC, St. Peter's didn't hesitate to celebrate their success.
Peacock Nation, we made history.
Some of my friends in the Senate would say to me, well, you know, what they did was impossible. And I said to them, no, you don't understand. If you're from St. Peter's University, nothing is impossible.
Just days after the conclusion of their phenomenal run, Shaheen Holloway decided to go back home to Seton Hall to be their new head coach. A former star point guard for the Pirates leading them to a Sweet 16 run, now he leads them from the bench pursuing his dream job. Shaheen made the tough decision to chase his dream and leave his boys, but Shaheen was humble and knew not to forget where he came from.
I wouldn't be up there if it wasn't for those 15 young men right there. So, Pirate Nation, those 15 young men right there, stand up.
Following Coach Holloway's departure, several Peacocks enter the transfer portal. Doug Eddard, Daryl Banks, Matthew Lee, the Drame twins, Clarence Rupert, all the stars that aligned in Jersey City together, now separated throughout the country. What we were able to witness with this small Jesuit school from Jersey City, New Jersey, is something unlike anything. 3 uncoincidental miracles happened and was witnessed globally. The St. Peter's Peacocks proved to the world not to be afraid of the bigger and the better. They taught us to trust the process and have faith and pride in what we do, and that no obstacle is ever too big. They showed and inspired younger generations that working together is always better. And little things such as a basketball tournament run can bring a whole community together.